Welcome to Hodson Stadium in Eugene. EA Sports college football coverage continues with this Week 10 clash. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Welcome to Hodson Stadium in Eugene. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. A big storyline for them to follow here is the progress of their freshman wide receiver. No one came into the season thinking he could reach that mark, but here he is on the doorstep of 1,000 yards, a mark that is so hard to attain for wideouts in the game these days, and he is knocking on that door. Coach talked to his quarterback, hey, let's get him some balls early, let's get him in the action. Not only does that help us loosen things at the line of scrimmage, but they want him to get energized early in this game by hitting that 1,000-yard mark. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. And he's going to bring it out. He gets a block. Out of bounds at the 34. A productive job by the return team. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. That's their freshman starting wide receiver, and we hope he's not out of the game too long. Holly will keep an eye on things for us. Moore with the play fake. Wasting no time taking a shot. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Apparently, line number 1 on the game plan, attack, now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
The Ducks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Oh, better look out. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Moore, play action. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Offense changing the play. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Moving out to the right. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Saying, trying to be heard about the noise. Makes the catch. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That's a really nice job by this defense. Coming out, setting the tone. Great start, forcing a 4th down, forcing a decision already for this offense on the first drive. Really nice job coming out.
Hauls it in, looking for space. Makes a move. Can they catch it? Touchdown, sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they make the tackle on the return. There is a penalty marker on the play, and they might be backing up a bit. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Using his legs, it's Jackson. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. He'll run it again. Runs through the tackle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Quarterback will keep it.
Why would you fucking do that?
Going to be a turnover.
And listen, QB job number 1, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football.
This fucking game, bro.
Put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
Fuck you diving in the
And Oregon has it back, and
nobody.
here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Maybe some room here. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards, and enough for a 1st down.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Garner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the 2nd level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Moore, bringing the heat. Buried before he could blink.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Ocean from the wideout. Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's open on the right. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's 2nd and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it. But he comes right back. He stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a 1st down, but now you're set up 3rd and short. And this all of a sudden looking pretty good for the offense.
The Ducks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to run for it. Breaks into the open. The tag. Touchdown, Oregon. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. The 18 unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Jackson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Say it. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Julian with the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Here's the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. On the option. Pulls it on the option. The give to the back. At the 45 on his way. All out of space. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. With the run on first and goal. Touchdown,
What the fuck up?
Ducks! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Gary.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
And he could not get loose on the run.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Saying from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Offense still out there lining up quickly on 4th down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They stop him short, and they'll turn it over on down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Under fire. Chase to the right. Stands in and takes the hit. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that 1st down.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing more. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Ducks. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Parker. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. Say it. Quickly to the tight end. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And you never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch. He'll wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good, and you got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
And back to the air. Rushes on him. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll send the back in motion. From the gun on third down, say it. Good timing on the quick out. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. It's a fumble.
That wasn't even the play I ran. What was that?
It'll be a turnover.
And the only time it's okay to stretch the ball out
That wasn't the play I
and
ran.
fumble the football is on 4th down and short. If it's on 4th down and goal, you have to lay out and you have to reach that football. You could tell he was trying to maybe reach that football, coughed it up. Defense
There's not
forces
even
the
one
fumble,
play in
gets
that
the
fourth
stop
quarter.
on it.
What was that?
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's more to throw. Here's the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. More to the air. Here comes the heat. A strike downfield. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Caught. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Fires to the right. Got his man downfield.
Niggas will not jump for a kick.
Oregon. And they take it in for 6 more points. Running up to add another. Looking to throw. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He's got it in the end zone for the 2, but will it stand? There is a flag down.
I'm so cool.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's Julian saying to throw. Got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Gets the back moving. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. Gets open down the middle. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with the Delaware Blue Hens taking on the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders. And it's the Blue Hens in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Blasted as he lets it go. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Throwing, say it. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Number 96, set to kick off.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. They'll go play action with Moore. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. Now they'll run the draw. At the 20, there's a crease. The 40, past the 30, past the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch him, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
And he tacked on the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Here's Sayin to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust to
the stiff arm, and now he's got room. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Complete downfield. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Under fire. He's got it. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Again, it's Sayin. Makes the grab.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Get off my cord. What are you doing?
Sayin. It's complete to the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. A little too anxious on that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move them back. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Defense showing blitz here. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads it left. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped and he just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones.
He's going for the big play. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it, and making the big touchdown pass.
And he added the extra point. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. At times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And the Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Saying he tries to take the top off. He's got it on the outside. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Jackson. Finding some room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Here's Julian saying to throw. Using the quick game. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Here's the heat. Avoids pressure on the right. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. The give to the left side. Got enough for the first. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Moore with the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. It's complete on the right side. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Dante Moore fires deep toward the end zone and swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Moore will throw. Get it out on the screen. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Them finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they
God,
ruin the
it took
drive with
that
a
long.
turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
From the gun on third down, say it. And they can't make the connection.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He'll try to feel the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Here comes the option. Keeps it on first down. Could be an alley.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now, with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. More play action. Pocket breaking down. And his throw is incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that one hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Moore gets it to the back. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll be run out of... And these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And the Ducks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And the returner will be knocked down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Keep it on the ground. Fighting off the defender.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, say it. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing more. He's got him. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Moore. They're working that left side. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's West. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.